Covering the latest patch, some changes to the CLG lineup, and information on our new show with LOL tourneys, I'm Lindsay Geektron, and this is the league's direction in review. Patch 3.7 saw the dev team once again take to the warpath with a slew of changes impacting Summoner's Rift's most seen and never played. With the current meta having such a heavy focus on dive teams capable of 100-0ing enemies under tower without a concern, Riot picked up that champions like Diana, Elise, and Zed were getting away with shenanigans a little too easily. With nerfs targeting shields, resistances, and taking a little bit of wombo out of their combos, you might be able to survive an under-tower fight. You know, if you started with 100% health. Curse you, health pot nerf. Falling victim more than most to these tower dive terrors was the Season 2 demigod Cassiopeia, her strong push and paper-thin getaways making her a prime target to mid-lane campers. Jarvan, Kha'Zix, Volibear, Nasus, Zac, Hecarim, Amumu, Lee Sin, Nautilus, Trundle, Sejuani, any and all junglers to ever exist ever? It's hard when the game counters you just by existing. With a small buff to her Twin Fangs now enabling her to profit from on-hit effects like Ryleigh's and Liandry's, we can expect a huge expansion of her power in Summoner's Rift and much greater appreciation for her capabilities from the community. To go alongside the hammerfall of nerf and buff justice, changes to Akali, Nunu, and the shop illustrate Riot's ability to keep the game as engaging as possible. With the new champions and items being brought in on the regular, it's just flat awesome to know that the dev team is taking the time to make sure every champion gets what they need to make them exciting and rewarding to play. The changes to Akali's Shroud and Nunu's Consume add another layer of tasty hoodads, gizmos, and whirly bops to the way these champions interact with the game. Whirly bops, man! Gah! Along with the new and nifty personalized build trees in the shop, these changes go to show that Riot is committed to making the sleekest and meanest MOBA on the market. After defeating Azure-Cats last weekend, CLG decided it was still in their best interest to switch things up going into the second half of the season. Hotshot and Chowster will be sliding back into their roles from when Voyboy was on the team, with Hotshot roaming the jungle and Chowster at double lift side on support. Aphromoo does it all, taking the challenge of top lane head on. With his champion pool in question, we can only hope to see some top lane Draven in the summer LCS. Many people within the community believe that these lineup changes will ultimately be a positive change for CLG in the weeks to come, showing a level of flexibility only hinted at thus far in the pro-level League of Legends. Up-and-coming tournament production team LOL Tourneys is bringing the unique and exciting setting of middle-tier tournaments to the League community. Working under the concept of creating an NCAA-style skill bracket, LOL Tourneys has taken on the challenge of hosting weekly competitions with a filled-out 32-team bracket of players ranging through the silver and gold leagues. Support continues to build every week for this tournament, and we're stoked that we get to report on the developments in this new setting. Tune in next week for All-Star coverage and continued updates on the nature of the game. I'm Lindsay Geektron, and this has been your Patch 3.7 TLDR.